Yo Baskerville, your boy JCK, got another video today. It's not specifically a Siege War video or a Guild War one, but basically yesterday in Siege we faced off against a tough defense. It was Jingzhe with a HP leader, Velajul and Praha. So you've got a bruiser, support and a healer. And it took a few offenses from a couple of us, and in the end I actually tried it with a really weird composition, which happened to work. And it was Khmun, Racuni, and Trevor. The idea was that their damage dealer, Jingzhe, would be glancing against all three of them. Their support Velajul wouldn't do too much, and Praha was water but wouldn't hurt them too much. So we hit Jingzhe first, got rid of him since he was weak to us, so they had no damage. Then we got rid of Velajul, and then we had to land a heal block on Praha, and we could nuke her down. Now, this actually came about largely because Vero, when I was talking to her, she convinced me. We were up talking until I think it was like 4 in the morning, and she convinced me to build Trevor. Now, I never built Trevor. I don't like him. I know when he got very popular after he came out, people talked about his passive, talking about him on Vampire, was crazy stuff he did, and I was like, cool, but I don't like how he looks. And me, I'm very weird like that. I build monsters which I like. Moves me away from the meta and sometimes slows my progression down, but I just build monsters I like. Anyway, so I built him, and I'll show you how he's ruined right now. This is him. So Vampire Nemesis, HP, crit damage, attack. He's got pretty decent all-round stats. His crit rate is low. You'll see it's only 45%. But because he buffs his own crit rate, that goes up to... what am I saying? It adds 30%, so it's up to 75%. And then usually we'll be taking him into specific compositions and win monsters, so that adds on the 15. So that's 90. Please correct me if my maths is wrong. That's how it worked out in my head. Anyway, so I want to show you him in a couple of fights. If I lose, oh well. But yeah. So I want to show you how this comp works. It's fairly obtainable, 3-4 stars. Now I used it against the Nat 5 composition, but it will be good in 4-star towers, of course, where there's no Oblivion, there's no Tessarian. It's okay. You've got the defensive support stylings from Khmun with don't break cliche. Okay, with his shield. Trevor has his own passive to help him sustain, and then you've got the heal from Racuni, of course. So it's got decent sustainability. Trevor, of course, does damage quite nicely, even on a hybrid build. So it's fine if they keep working him down, although Racuni doesn't let him get too low. And then he can deal damage. Now, it's not the hardest Guild War. It's not like C1 players or anything. C1, the hardest Guild War. It's not Conqueror players, it's not Guardian players. But the idea is you understand, it's what I've told you guys before about the roles that you're bringing monsters in to fill in battles. And the kind of defense you're taking them into. So you guys get the picture with it. So here we're going to do the same thing as we did in that war. We're going to work down the wind target. Yeah, that's fine. It's your heal. Okay, now we can start getting to work. Let's just get that heal block on you. That was not in the plan. So yeah, the idea is we get rid of Jingzhe here. Now, of course, I said that the original composition had Velajul. Here, dealing with Leica is obviously a lot more difficult, as there's much more threat, but we should still be okay. Yep, cool, that's Jingzhe gone. Now Leica. Obviously, who's not as crazy since his nerf a while ago. Yeah, we need a few procs from Racuni here. Let's heal up a bit. Use that too. I'm excited about the buff, the balance patch incoming. Jemaya was good before, now he looks extremely... I don't know if OP is the term, we'll see if we can auto this. I don't know if OP is the term, but he looks substantial. I mean, he was used for speed raids, speed R5 before. He would have been used in your TOA, in your Guild Wars and Siege with Katarina comps, all that kind of stuff. So now that he's got the AoE cleanse... Okay, he's not going to solo cleanse in R5 because I think it's still a 5-turn cooldown. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's relatively high. So he's not going to be there by himself, but it helps, obviously, extra cleansing when he was already being run there anyway. Obviously, it's nice in your Guild War, your 3-man teams, running him with something like Cat, and the cleanse is just a bonus. So let's say you go in with Katarina, and then Katarina gets stunned, you can cleanse her, and she's reset. So it's nice. It stops your compositions being oh snap, lads, yeah, stops your compositions being broken up. Sorry, when I went in on it, when I originally clicked on that, it was green. I guess I spent so much time. You know what it was? I went on it when it was green, and then I went upstairs and got tea because British tea, stress, etc. Anyway, and that's gone down. That's okay. We're gonna hit this one next. Same teams. Okay. So yeah, Jemaya's got a nice buff. Ganymede, obviously PvP, RTA, Arena. I don't encounter him too much. In Arena defense, he's there, but okay, I think it's a necessary nerf, but I think they nerfed the wrong skill. I would have nerfed, what's his third skill called? Not ventilate. Magic seal? Seal magic? There we go. I would have nerfed that. Maybe on the rates that it procs the attack bar reset. Yeah, because I don't think they needed to nerf Oberon. It wasn't his ventilate as such which made him OP. It was the ventilate and seal magic. So I think they actually nerfed the wrong one. But overall, it's a good nerf. It's nothing crazy. I don't think it's as extreme as the Leica or Racuni nerfs, but it's enough, I think. We'll see. Sigmarus got his massive buff. We'll see how that goes. Paladins, a lot of them got a buff. Louise didn't. Bit jarring. But Jian got hers, so I'm going to take her off Vampire because she can heal herself now, so that's helpful. And make her more for PvP use. Okay, so again here we've got Xingje with HP lead. You've got Bruiser. This time it's Khmun. Orion, not a healer, but an absolute pain to deal with. So what you'll see is you take it into a comp where the water monster isn't going to do too much. So in the original comp I mentioned that we faced, it was Praha. In the second one that we fought just now, it was Ariel. And this time it's Orion. Depending on how they're built, they can all hurt your team, but they're not damage dealers. The fire ones can be damage dealers, tanky bruisers. So what have we had now? We've had Veligil was the first one, Leica was the second one, Khmun now. Xingje, of course, is the constant first one. But you get the kind of composition that you're looking to take this in against. So again here, we're just going to go ahead and work down Xingje and see, well, why did I do that instead of heal block? Orion can wreck your team, yeah. Let's go ahead and get that shield up on Trevor. Yeah, between Xingje and Orion, there's a lot of stuns, but we should be okay. Racuni's got that cleanse too, so that's always helpful. As long as Khmun doesn't go crazy on Orion's breaks. Really, we need to get rid of something as soon as possible. we need to get that heal block up. I should have done Khmun to get that heal block up, and my shield, and Xingje has a nice stun rate this war. No heal block. Is he going to heal this turn, I think? Can we kill him? There we go. Okay, so now we can go ahead and work on Kumar. Orion is such a nightmare. It was Placius mentioned to me his Orion is what? Violence plus 150 speed, something like that. And he sent me an RTA replay. Shout out Placius. Oh my days. The combination of his Orion and his Varad was absolutely insane. I mean, honestly, we know that Orion is a nightmare on defense, but offensively here he was absolutely crazy. I don't understand. It's back to the grind for more runes, because that was absolutely. Ask Placius if he's got the replay to send it to you. It was amazing. This is why I don't dabble in RTA. Completely. So not me. So vexing. I would be. It was 4-on-2. He was 4-on-2 down, and he came back. It absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, as you'll see, guys, it's the same strategy. You work down Xingje. It could also work if you had something like a Ritesh, maybe a Feng Yan. I'll test it out against those. But a Wind Bruiser. So yeah, it works quite well. If you get rid of the wind threat, then you move on to the fire one in the middle, and then you're left with the water one, where even if you have elemental disadvantage, you can still work them down. You've got the heal block in there. Sometimes, depending on the composition, whether you can beat a monster, you have to be more patient. So, for example, in the first time I did it, it was with Veligil and the Praha. And it was with Veligil's immunity, and obviously Praha's heal is massive. So it was waiting for the timing where you had the window where you could get the heal block on Veligil, not have it cleansed off. So even when Praha healed, you had that window. I'm going to do my last one when I'm talking. And just going into it and making sure you got that sword. We're not going to take that into there. That works, right? That does work. Yeah, okay. It's not going to work now. Pardon me. So yeah, it's nothing game breaking, but it's a nice composition. And it works, especially, obviously, Siege, you can't reuse monsters, but in Guild War, if you see something difficult like that, you can try it. The rune requirements on them are not crazy. They're all pretty flexible monsters. So yeah, it's quite nice. That's all this video was. I should have cut it after the 2 fights. I'm probably now going to lose this third one on camera. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I quite like it. I enjoyed it as a new composition. Built Trevor like 3 days ago or something, and now he's instantly useful for me. So that's always nice. Especially as somebody who has a lot of monsters built. I think I'm into the 90s now. I think I'm at like 95 monsters built or something stupid like that, and I don't use half of them. So it's nice to find a use. The other thing that I'm going to be testing that I've just built is Suri, the Wind Bounty Hunter. Beast Hunter, sorry. So what he does is he blocks beneficial effects, he breaks defense, and heal blocks. So he's basically built to counter Arena. I'm going to test what his damage is like, see if you need to build him tanky, or whether you can build him with a bit of damage. Maybe it'll be a hybrid with an attack and an HP rune on him. But I'm excited for him. He looks like he's going to be great fun to play with. Of course, arena counters are always nice. Previously, my arena counters would be bringing in 2 supports, like a Chloe and a Clean, and then a Faye, and just ignoring everything. So that's going to be nice to have another one. Zinc is there, although I know he's a light dark monster, so I know not everyone has him. So we're going to see what it's like to bring in one. Obviously, Suri is obtainable since he's a 3-star natural element. Sorry, dog is here. Dog, come. Oh, dog's in here. Dog always comes to my room, naturally. Usually when I'm busy. So yeah. That is a monster I'm looking forward to doing. Charlie! Come here! No, he wants to go bark at cats. Okay, I'm going to set this in auto. You can see. Don't set this on. Okay, we're going to try not to die. Okay, I'm back. I didn't die. Awesome. Dog did not cause me to lose. I love dogs, but honest, they're a nightmare at times. Okay, so that's it. Could have ended it before I let the dog out, but it's still barking. There you go. That's all there is for today. I hope you found this useful. If you have all 3 of those monsters, put the comp together. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, I hope to do something else for you guys soon.